Hi, everyone. We're back with our shared reading. We're at the portion of our shared reading where we start talking about um, using our article to come up with answers to questions you might have on tests or on worksheets. So, this article is a lot about cause and effect. Cause is what makes something happen, and the effect is what happens because of the cause. So I put the chart in here for this cause and effect. Um, it's given us one. It says, there is toxic gas deep under the surface of Jellyfish Lake. Well, what happens because of this toxic or poisonous gas that's deep underneath of there? That's the cause. Now, what happens because of that toxic gas? So one of the things that happens is people cannot swim far below the surface of the water. So that is the effect. The cause is this toxic gas is deep under the surface. And because of that, people cannot swim below the surface. The next one is golden jellyfish follow the sun across the lake. Remember, we talked about that. And you don't always have to go by memory from this stuff. So sometimes, I'm going to clear that out, you can go back and you can use these subheadings to help you. And I remember reading about them going across the lake back in one of these other slides. And right here, it talked about that. It says jellyfish help the lake. So that cause was every day the golden jellyfish follow the sun across the water. They need sunlight to live. As they swim, they stir up the water. This helps push tiny bits of food around the lake. So then I can go back and I can say, all right, we did that one. It says the cause is golden jellyfish follow the sun across the lake. What that does is the effect is it stirs up the water and moves the tiny bits of food around in the water. Another cause we read about was the island jellyfish lake did not get much rain for a while. So they had talked about that in one of our readings previously. Well, what happened because of that? Well, because it did not get much rain for a while, it became hot and dry and the water in the lake became too salty. There's those double O's again. The number of jellyfish in the lake decreased a lot. So that was the effect of this cause. Then we had this cause in 2016. The number of golden jellyfish in Jellyfish Lake was much lower than usual. That's the cause. So what happened because of that? What happened because of that? Fewer people visited the island and they stopped visiting Jellyfish Lake. So as you can see, we have all of these causes, and then the effect is what happened because of this. This one over here says, why do people swim only on the surface of Jellyfish Lake? And then you go through, read all your answers. I kind of gave the answer away, didn't I? I'm going to go back a little bit. Too many jellyfish are in the way for people to swim below the surface. People don't have the right equipment to swim deeper in the water. Toxic or poisonous gas is farther down in the lake. The water deep in the lake is too dark to swim in. So we had just talked about how the water is too toxic it's too poisonous or toxic for them to go further in the lake. All right, let's take a look at the next one. It says, according to the passage, which condition makes it hard for jellyfish to survive? It says water that is too cold, water that is too salty, water that has too much sunshine on it, or water that has too many bits of food in it. So let's say you remember reading about this, but you're not sure which one it is. My suggestion is that you go back and you look at the article, and then you would find your answer. However, we kind of just read this one not long ago, and it was water that is too salty. Remember, they said that was what caused the jellyfish to disappear right here, right? It became hot, dry, the water in the lake became too salty, and the number of jellyfish in the lake decreased a lot. Now, for something like this, when you see lines like this, you would have to think about the answer here, and then you could look back in the article and decide what to write. This is obviously writing, right? It says, why do you think many people have visited Jellyfish Lake? Well, Jellyfish Lake is a special place. It was special, remember, because millions of golden jellyfish, they had full of millions of golden jellyfish. People can swim with the jellyfish in the lake. Swimming with a lot of golden jellyfish is probably something that cannot be done anywhere else. So that's what makes this jellyfish lake special and why people go visit that. Let's take a look at number 5. It says, why do some people think that the number of golden jellyfish in Jellyfish Lake will increase again? Use details from the passage to support your answer. So when it talks about using details and it says something about a passage means from the article we just read. So they are telling you to go back and look in the article to find proof to support what you're saying. And you say, well, what am I saying? Well, you're answering this question. Why do some people think that the number of golden jellyfish in Jellyfish Lake will increase again? Increase means go back up. Well, the number of jellyfish went down another time. And at that time, young jellyfish survived deep in the water. And then the number of jellyfish increased again. Some people think that could happen again. Even though the numbers were low now, maybe there are young jellyfish alive deeper in the lake. And then there are some shows that you can watch called Jellyfish Lake on YouTube.